Yeah, let's go. Shout out the mountain and fish. I got Iggy and Woods doing right for the culture. If you just here for the views and the likes and just put on the mic, you a vulture. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it. They let me down, but the raps did it. They let me down, but the switch did it.
This is your boy Iggy.
It's your boy Woods.
You are now tuned in to another episode of Hip Hop Hoops Podcast. Guys, man, we really appreciate all the support we've been getting, all the love.
Man.
Shout out to everybody who, would see us somewhere and just be like, yo, we love what you're doing.
Yes.
Yo, honestly, that makes us feel like means everything to us. Just anybody who come up and just like, yo, we love what you're doing.
Salute.
We love that you're showing love to different hoods in the city, different artists in the city.
Right.
Just showing love to Toronto, period.
It's dope. I'm coaching actually in the Made Hoops. Shout out Made Hoops.
Shout out Made Hoops.
They're in Canada today and 2-day tournament. And the amount of folks that came up to me, refs, coaches, just saying, keep doing what you're doing. The podcast, you know what I mean? It's putting the city on the map. Appreciate you.
That's love.
Love all day, man.
That is love,
appreciate
man.
You,
we really appreciate
we gonna
that
keep
love, man.
we gonna keep providing that content,
yes,
baby.
Man. Every single week we're going to keep dropping these dope episodes.
Come on, man.
Guys, we're going to have some amazing guests this year.
Episode 145, baby.
Episode 145. We got to shout out home team, Title League.
Emoji
We got to shout out
baby.
Kent, man. Kent, we really appreciate Kent and a lot of work that he's been doing for us. Shout out Afia. Shout out the whole Hip Hop Hoops team, man.
Let's do it.
So, listen, man, let's get locked in right away. We're going to talk about the Toronto Raptors.
Yes.
So I've been getting a lot of mixed feelings about this one from other people.
Mm-hmm.
I know where I stand on with this.
Yeah.
I want to hear what you have to say about this, but you got Jakob Poeltl. I guess that's how you say his goofy ass
That's
name.
the man right there, man.
So Jakob Poeltl, he was on the news, or I don't want to say the news, but
I think it was during media day.
During media day, yes.
Yes.
And I want to get the direct quote from what he said. Do we have the direct quote? I know I sent it to you. Okay, I got it here. So he said in media day, he goes, so it said Toronto Raptors, Jakob Poeltl says, I think we all know we're not going to go and attack the championship this year.
Right.
It makes no sense for us to try and win every single game as much as we can and sacrifice development. To me, that is the weakest. It's Sunday and this guy about to have me start cussing. This goofy ass bozo, they need to trade his goofy ass.
Nah, man.
You cannot come on, even if this is what you feel in your heart. And I'm going to tell you how I feel first, and then you go.
Yeah.
Even if you feel this in your heart, you don't come on and say this on a public platform. I don't think we should try to win every game. You are you're a coach.
Yeah.
You don't tell your good, bad, great. You don't, as a coach, you don't say, hey, we're going to come out there and we're not going to try to win every game because we're just not a championship team. You tell your players, we're going to come out here and compete and try to win every game or try to win as many games as we can.
Right.
That's what a coach is supposed to do.
Right.
Right now, from him, his goofy ass saying that, the Raptors ain't going to make the play-in. Just because his goofy ass said that. So we see the mentality. That's like saying we're going to tank without telling you really that we're going to tank. Yes, we get Cooper Flag is up next. We get Ace Bailey, Dylan Harper. We get it. Mm. But you don't come out here. Why the fuck, as a Raptor fan, would I go and spend my money to go watch a goddamn game and pay? Because they're not going to adjust the prices. Are they going to adjust the prices?
They ain't going to adjust the prices.
There you go. So why would my ass go and spend money to go to a Raptors game when these goofy ass guys are not even trying to win every game? Why?
You ever see that meme where that guy always points to his head like he already...
Yes.
You know that meme?
African guy.
Yeah, you know that meme when he's like this?
Yeah.
Come on, that's what Poeltl's doing right now, baby. It's just a strategic move.
No,
you know what I mean? To generate more wins. Teams are going to come to the 6. You know what I mean? Especially the home games. Some teams are going to come to the 6, not take us serious. We're going to slap them.
Okay.
So we're going to probably win like 5 games just off of that alone.
Do you actually believe that?
I do.
Come on, man. I think you're giving...
I do.
You're such a Raptors guy.
I do.
You're giving him a pass.
I mean,
they need to trade his goofy ass immediately.
I mean, he's a serviceable 5.
He's first. He ain't shit anyways.
He's a serviceable 5 that sets great screens. He's great in the interior.
Get his ass
you know
out of here.
He's an original Raptor. We drafted him. You know what I mean? He did his thing in San Antonio. Now he's back.
He's a bum with a loser mentality. He's a loser. He's a loser.
No, I mean,
he is a loser.
They got us down as what? I think Vegas or whatever the case may be had us down as maybe the 6th worst team in the NBA. You know what I mean? In regards to
mentality, we're closer to 30.
Nah, there's no way.
With his goofy ass,
there's no way.
You're trying to tell me we got Scotty Barnes.
Yup.
We got Emmanuel Quickly, and we got RJ.
Barbecue. So, sprinkle a little dick in there. Control, Alt, Delete.
Yo, let's move on. Forget about this conversation. I'm done with this conversation.
No, let's go. Continue,
bro.
Man.
You're trying to tell me with those 3 players, you can't. You're not expecting wins from those 3 guys.
Obviously, you are.
So then, why would his goofy? I see people in the comments on this post on social media where they're saying, "Well, he's not lying." You don't come out and say that.
Obviously, those
as
haters,
a player. Have you played on some bad teams before?
Yes, I have.
Okay, did you come in and say, "Well, we're not going to win today, guys"?
Hell no.
As a player, you've never done that.
Never, ever.
As a player, when my back was against the wall, I went out there and I said, "Well, we're not. I'm not. I didn't ever come on and say, "Well, we're going to lose and I'm going to drop 40." I came out expecting to win.
Fams.
If I lost, I went down swinging.
True. But it's a new era.
His goofy ass, they gotta trade him.
It's a new era. That was a mind game, man.
Whatever his whatever Hawk Tua, whatever the hell your name is, they gotta trade his bum ass. He's a loser.
Just remember that meme.
You're a loser.
Remember that
Hawk
meme.
Tua, Pirtle. Trade his goofy ass out of here.
Pirtle playing mind games, man.
Oh, he's a goofy.
He playing mind games. Look how look at Scoot Henderson, what he did in media day. What Draymond Green did in media day. Like they're kind of having fun with the media, fams.
No.
They're giving them clickbait, giving them little material to work with.
People said in the comments that he's not lying. Guys, you
obviously,
never
those
say
are the
this
haters
on
that live in the 6, bro.
You never say this on a public platform. You just don't do it. You don't.
I hear where you're coming from.
Don't do it. Even if you feel like you're gonna lose. Or be honest, if you feel like you're gonna lose, you're just a loser. Any game that I've ever been in, I felt confident enough that I can beat this team, even if I was on my own.
Right.
So he just has a loser mentality. Period.
Mm-hmm.
He's just a loser. So, we gotta trade Hawk Tua.
I think that's being strategic.
We gotta trade Hawk Tua Pirtle. His ass gotta go.
Shout out Pirtle, man.
Goofy ass. Anyways, okay, so we had Derrick Rose.
Yes.
We forgot to discuss this last week. Derrick Rose is such a legend, man. And listen, one of I believe he was the youngest MVP.
Yes.
That we've ever seen.
Why not him?
Yes.
Remember that shit?
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Dope ass commercial.
Yeah.
Derrick Rose always had that. What would you say would be a memorable thing for Derrick Rose for you?
There's so many things. Like his athleticism at the point guard position. Like his athleticism was bar none, just different.
Right.
His motor was just different. His silent assassin demeanor, which was him at the end of the day, but like that was just different. He was just a different breed of point guard. I'll never forget All-Star Weekend introduction. I forgot which All-Star it was, and they were doing the actual introduction of the starters. And you see LeBron, Dwight, especially those two. They're very outspoken, entertaining type brothers. Yep. And they were just like getting hyped or they're getting introduced. And D Rose came in straight militant.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
And that just kind of sums up who he is, man.
Yep.
Representing Chi-Town, playing for Chi-Town. Like
went to high school in Chi-Town.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He's just a different breed. And I feel like his career was cut short due to injury. But
yes.
Man, salute to Rose, man. That was crazy. We were just talking about saying, like, I was basically saying John Moran is almost like the next Rose coming out.
No, you're not.
I feel that way, and I'm sticking to it. Memphis gonna have a hell of a season this year.
No, the hell he ain't.
But
he ain't nothing like
D Rose, Russell Westbrook, John Moran, like explosive guards. Like these guards right here.
Ultra electric.
Holy shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Youngest rookie of the year.
Yeah.
I believe his career was definitely cut short.
Yeah.
One of my favorite memories from Derrick Rose is when he was in high school. And it was like a back-to-back play where he just came, stole the ball, slammed it, and then the next play he came down, passed the lane, stole the ball again, slam and one, and he did this little thing, and it was like in the crowd. I'm like, yo, who is this kid, man?
Come on.
And from my seeing that, I was like, yo, this guy's gonna be special. Went to Memphis, did a one and done, went all the way to the championship game.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for Mario bum-ass Chalmers hitting that 3-pointer to send it to overtime,
Yeah.
Memphis wins the chip.
Memphis would have won that
Yeah,
chip. Real
so
shit.
it was, yo, D Rose is a legend, man. Chi-Town legend, period.
Yes.
Just about his business. I seen, I believe it was the Knuckleheads interview with Joe Kim Noah.
Yeah.
And Joe Kim Noah was
yes.
saying, like, Derrick Rose, like you said, his demeanor, like, don't crack a smile, don't say nothing to nobody.
Militant.
Like if you're not in that red and white uniform, the Bulls,
don't crack to him.
He ain't rocking with you.
Not at all.
And I love that old school feeling and mentality, like the 90s basketball and things like that. You know me, so I could really appreciate that. But yo, man, I think his career was cut short.
Yeah.
A hell of a player. Man, I'm gonna miss him, man. I'm gonna miss him.
Hey, man, another memorable moment that just popped up in my head, man, was him dropping 50, playing for the T-Wolves.
Yes.
And just that post-game.
And he was emotional at the end,
post-game, what do you call it? That post-game interview.
Yep.
And he just got all emotional, man. And one thing he said was, like, I busted my ass, man. Like, just coming back from injury is a whole adventure in itself.
Yes.
And for him to do it continuously, like, you know what I mean? And to get that 50-point game, man. I think starting point guard was out. What was his name? Lefty. Conley was out. So opened up more playing time for D Rose, and he just tapped in. It was dope. And just that interview, that post-game interview really stuck out to me as well.
Yeah. No, he was very emotional with that. He was tearing up because I believe it was something like he felt like, I can still do this.
Right.
Like I can still do this. I know I don't have the athleticism like I used to, but I can still play. And I think that was like, maybe he might have felt, okay, I'm having some doubts. Here's reassurance. I still got it. I'm still a guy. So
I remember one of my OGs from Finch used to say, like, you could always judge a real hooper when their athleticism dwindles. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like a lot of those explosive guards, you've seen it with the MJs, the T-Max, the Kobe's,
they're able
the
to
Derrick
alter
Rose.
their game.
You know what I mean?
Pure skill at
just
this point.
skill once their athleticism is gone. You know what I mean? So, yo, that 50-point game right there really showed a lot because there was no athleticism. Well, there was still athleticism, but not the D Rose type athleticism, you know. And he still managed to get 50 and the win.
Yeah.
Salute to you, my brother.
Okay, so you know, I wanna move on from that, and I wanna go to something that we haven't talked about, and I wanna talk about the what ifs.
Yes.
Like what is a player to you that, you know, if his career wasn't cut short, he would have been one of the great. Oh, so no, let's go back. Sorry, because we got to touch base with this with Derrick Rose. Is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer? That's what I want to ask, and I want to ask everybody in the comments. Derrick Rose just retired from the NBA, and we want to know from you guys, should Derrick Rose be inducted to the Hall of Fame? Is he a Hall of Famer? Talk to us in the comments. Is Derrick Rose a Hall of Famer?
If my man Chris Bosh, even though I get at you, Chris Bosh, you know what I mean? Because you left the Six when you were peaking at the right time. But, you know, if you can make it to the Hall of Fame, D Rose can make it to the Hall of Fame. That one MVP alone gotta really amount to something big. He should be in the Hall of Fame, man. Real talk. Hopefully, you look at his career stats, you know what I mean? But taking that MVP at such a young age, that kind of solidified it for me.
I don't know, man.
It's going to be tough, though, definitely.
He has a career average of 17, 4 rebounds, 5 assists.
I mean, NBA purists maybe will say no. Because of injuries?
He
what do you
played for
think?
Chicago. How much years has he played? He played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Played 7 years in Chi-Town. I don't think he gets in. The MVP was great, but after the MVP, it's been really, really rocky after that.
Due to injuries.
He got his MVP, I believe, after 3 years. I think it was in his third year.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. So I believe everybody gets into the Hall of Fame, and it's not the hardest thing to do.
Yeah.
But I think he just misses it. I think he just misses it. I just don't think there's enough, especially after the MVP year. That's when things started to slide for him. So I don't think he gets in.
We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, we'll see. But going back to the question I was talking about before, who is that what if player for you? We got guys like Penny Hardaway. We got guys like
Brandon Roy.
And this is okay. So this is one of my guys. So while I talk about my guy, I'll go first, and you can think of a guy that would be what if the injuries weren't there,
right?
What he would look like,
right?
So my what if player, and I want to know from you guys in the comments, what is that what if player for you that if he didn't get injured, he'd be like a Hall of Famer, top 10 player of all time, all those great high stats. My guy is Brandon Roy. I believe if Brandon Roy doesn't get hurt, he would be one of the greatest players ever. He only played 7 years in the league and started having knee injuries.
Right.
I remember when imagine if he was able to play with, if it was going to be like LaMarcus Aldridge, Dame Lillard, and him.
Yeah, that would be scary.
Oh, they're going to win.
Yeah, definitely.
They're going to win. They're going to win a championship. And I believe his average was 19 for 4 rebounds and 5 assists.
Mm-hmm.
He only played 7 years in the league.
Right.
And he started getting his knees were tore up. I believe he was not a sophomore. I think he played 3 years at Washington. But one thing that I remember from Brandon Roy, it was Kobe Bryant spoke about him.
Mm-hmm.
And Kobe Bryant said he has 0 weaknesses in his game. Like 0. He can do everything. And I was so mad when the Raptors didn't draft him that year. It was a no-brainer that they should have drafted. Who did we take?
Andre Bargnani?
Yes, number 1.
Primo.
That just hurt my head just now. That just hurt my freaking head. That just hurt my goddamn head.
Ew.
That might be a meme right there. What we just created. That might be a meme. Oh my God, that just hurt my head.
Shout out Andre Bargnani, man.
No, we're not shouting out that goddamn bum. Who was our GM? What the hell were we doing?
I think Colangelo picked them up, man.
What the? Is it because they were Italian and that Italian? What was it? Was it that?
Yo, man, the league was going towards the stretch fives. You know what I mean? And
that's gonna be our next topic. Who is the worst European player drafted? It got to be Darko Milicic for the Pistons.
That sucked. I mean, that 03 draft. Melo was supposed to go to Detroit.
He's supposed to go to Detroit, and they just came off a chip. They might have repeated if he was there.
Yeah, they would have.
But
I don't know. Larry Brown's different, man. He don't like young players.
He is definitely different. You're correct about that.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah, Brandon Roy is my what if player. You know, if he didn't get hurt, I think he would have been one of the greats, Hall of Fame player. 10-time All-Star, league MVP, have a couple of championships under his belt in Portland. I believe he's that kind of guy if he does not get hurt.
Right.
Who would be your guy? The what if?
The what if for me goes to Chris Bosh, man.
Chris Bosh?
Chris Bosh, man. I think his career got cut short.
It did with the blood clots,
some medical conditions. But you're looking at a 11-time All-Star, 2-time NBA champion, Olympic gold medalist, and obviously the league's global ambassador. But before he went to the Heat,
right.
that 08 to 08 to 2010 run that he had with the Raptors, damn near averaging,
it was like 20, 25 or
like 24 and 10 in the 09-010 season, 22, like 23 and 10.
He sacrificed a lot.
You know what I mean? Like he was on his peak at one point. Like I always gave during those times, I gave Garnett and Tim Duncan lifetime achievement because they were kind of on their way out as a power forward, but they were still active in the NBA. The new power forwards, obviously Dirk, Chris Bosh, Amari Stoudemire. I was like, yo, anytime Dallas and Toronto played, Bosh would get the better of Dirk.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? Inside out, doing it all, and they were winning. I was like, yo, in my mind, Bosh is the best power forward in the NBA right now. In that 010, that 08 to 010 season, that run, until LeBron and Wade, got in the man's ear and he decided to cut, for Miami. But even so, even when he cut,
trying to sign and trade.
Right.
He didn't even give us that. He just cut.
Yeah.
Bozo.
And the crazy thing, I'll never forget, man. This is a Woods moment. It wasn't really a Woods moment, but I remember T-Rex had his party. It was, remember when the location was, I think it was a nostalgia party. Location was on the beaches, right off of, it was on Lakeshore, that venue on Lakeshore.
Okay.
We were there.
Was it dressed up?
Dressed up.
Yeah.
Suited and booted.
Tribute.
Yes, there you go. Boom, now I'm there. You know what I mean? Got the Gregory Allen bow tie on, shut up, Gregory Allen. You know what I mean? I'm doing my thing. I go to the washroom. Who do I see? Bosh. Sucks that we're in the washroom together. Control, Alt, Delete.
Yeah, that's a big pause.
Right there. I'm like, yo, fam's like, I told him, you're the best power forward in the league.
What he said to you?
He said, don't leave. He goes, respect. You know what I mean? Didn't dap me because we didn't wash our hands or nothing. We're in the washroom. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all didn't wash your hands?
No, obviously we washed our hands, but
You
like we're literally at the piss pot. And I'm like, yo, fam.
Hold up.
No. But there's a piss pot. There's an empty piss pot right there. Like there's.
So you are talking to Chris Bosh at the piss pot?
Yo, I was a little under the influence of alcohol.
Yo,
you know what I mean? It's a Control, Alt, Delete moment, but it was a major moment for me because I was like, yo, fams.
I wouldn't even have said this.
I was like, fams, you are the best power forward in the NBA right now. Thank you for putting us back on the map.
And he gave you an elbow.
No,
he
just said, thanks, my dude. Appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Then his bum ass left.
And then he cut.
What a goof.
Then he cut, man.
Yeah,
then he cut. You know, but sorry for that. I just had to get that off my chest.
Yeah, that was wild, though.
Lastly, D Wade said it in an interview couple months back that if Bosh never adjusted his game, you know what I mean, and sacrificed his game, Miami wouldn't see no chips. It was really, you know what I mean, Bosh sacrificing his skill set, everything that he flipping built up with the Raptors the last 2 years before he left. If he never sacrificed those numbers, no chips. So
I agree. On that.
You know, I feel like he's a Hall of Famer, but we never got a chance to really what Chris Bosh could have been if it wasn't for that injury.
No, I ain't mad at it. I would have took Penny or Grant Hill over that.
Oh, most definitely. But I think that was the go-to. You know what I mean? I really had to dig for this one. You know what I mean?
You're trying to keep it Raptor. That's all good.
You know me. Shout out Raptors all day, man. 30 years.
Yeah.
We doing it, man. Let's go.
So I want to talk. We don't really dive in too much of high school basketball, especially high school basketball in the States.
Right.
But we got to talk about this kid, man. AJ, the Bandsta.
Holy.
And I wanna ask you a question. Who do you think will be the better pro? And I want to ask people in the comments, who do you think will be the better NBA player? AJ the Bandsta or Cooper Flag? Talk to us in the comments. So I've been seeing this kid a little bit, man. I've been paying attention. This kid could play in the league right now. 6'9". And I think he's going to, in my personal opinion, I think he's going to be better than Cooper Flag. I just hope that he chooses the right school that he can just flourish and they just let him do his thing.
Right.
He got a better handle than Cooper Flag already.
Yep.
He got a better shot, way better jump shot than Cooper Flag.
Yep.
And he's more athletic than Cooper Flag, which is crazy because Cooper Flag is athletic.
Right.
I just saw the highlights of the game where he was in Cali because he goes to Utah Prep. They played in Cali and they're playing against Jason Crow, lefty. And this is Paul Pierce's old high school with Paul Pierce's his old teammate. That's his son.
Mm-hmm.
I forget his name, but something Crow. And this is the son. So this kid's been getting probably NBA drills and NBA whatever since he was a baby. Right. And we gotta start doing this in Toronto, man. This is why the turnover rate is just not what it needs to be.
Right.
Because the pros over here need to show love to the high school guys.
They got to.
Put them under their wing. Let's go work out.
You know what I mean?
You do that, what the hell are they gonna do when they get to college?
Shout out some of the trainers though. Like, you know what I mean? They're doing it.
I appreciate the trainers, but the NBA guys.
They got to.
RJ got to come and grab, a Kamani Walter. Hey, let's go work out.
Yeah.
So the time he gets to school, it's gonna be like a lunch, like baby food, right? Anyways, got off topic, but this kid, man, Jason Crow, he's a lefty. I think he dropped like 36. But AJ, I believe he's Jamaican, and I think he's from Ghana too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know
That's a
which
deadly
one.
combination right
Oh
there.
my god! Like this is probably one of the best high school prospects I've seen in quite a while.
Come on, man.
Like quite a while. Like
that
Cooper Flag,
Fufu and Oxtail,
because it's making him tough and
mix?
strong.
Oh
Like,
my goodness!
He caught this inbounds play and he dunked it against that same team from Cali.
Yeah.
And he caught the guy on his side and he just
Hold that.
he couldn't move. The guy could and one. Like the jump shot, he's fluid.
Yup.
To be 6'9", he's not like all stiff and robotic.
Yeah.
Kind of like how Cooper Flag looks.
Yeah.
Not to diss Cooper Flag. He's a problem.
No, he's a problem.
He's probably gonna be the number one pick. I do like Ace Bailey better from what I've seen in high school. And I like Dylan Harper.
Mm-hmm.
I really like Dylan Harper.
Mm-hmm.
But Cooper Flag's a dog. But this kid, AJ, the Bonsta, he's one of the greatest, he's one of the best prospects I've seen in the last couple of years.
He could possibly be a generational talent. I'm gonna lean towards AJ DeBonsta too. Like he caught my attention when he went up against, he's playing at Utah. He went up against the Boozer twins.
Oh my God.
And holy shit. Like fams. Inside, outside.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shot clock running down. He's hitting tray balls like
it's so fluid
against a zone. Like Boozers, that team didn't want nothing to do with man to man. They said we zoning up,
and they were double tripling him, and it didn't matter.
Yeah, and I think one of the Boozers is the number one player, or the number two.
He's number one.
Yeah,
but Boozer's brother, I know it's Cameron Boozer, and I forget the other brother's name. Cameron is the young, not the twins, but the shorter one.
Right.
But the other taller brother, I forget his first name, but he's a problem too.
No, he's definitely a problem.
I think he's probably gonna go to Duke to be like,
follow,
where's dad
pops.
went.
Yeah.
But I think they're gonna package and go there.
Mm-hmm.
But he's a problem too. He's number 2. But this guy AJ is number 1.
AJ is,
and he deserves it. I'm telling you right now, he can play in the NBA right now.
I think so.
Like AJ can play in the NBA right now.
I'll give you that.
Like he's so much more aggressive. Like the guy's fluid. He can shoot it. Like he can actually really shoot the ball. And that was something that I think that Cooper Flag has to get. He has to show the league. Because now I believe some general managers are like, I'm not sure if he's a lock for number 1.
Right.
But I think that factor is, can he shoot that ball good enough to be like a 3?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he a 4 for real, but doesn't play like Apollo Banchera,
right,
where he's aggressive enough to play a power forward in the league, right? I think he has to be like a 3. To me,
I always thought he was a 3.
Yeah,
going into the league,
but I don't think he shoots the ball good enough, and I don't think he handles the ball good enough to be a 3. AJ can do those things already,
and he's 6'9",
and he's 6'9", legit.
Yeah.
I seen him stand up against Paul Pierce, and he's over Paul Pierce, and Paul Pierce is like 6'8", 6'7".
Right.
So he's legit 6'9".
No, I'm rolling with this one. I gotta agree with you with this one. But yeah,
AJ is a problem. Talk
AJ
to us
ceiling
in the comments, man.
Yeah, man.
AJ, he is gonna be one of the great ones for sure.
Definitely.
Oh my God. Anyways, moving along to Caitlin Clark. Let me say the name correctly for her fans. Come at me.
Congrats.
Yo, we gotta congratulate her. She won Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
But there was a funny thing that happened.
Yeah.
She got 66 out of 67 votes.
Right.
For Rookie of the Year. There was one person who remains anonymous. They won't say their name.
I mean, why do that?
Who voted for Angel Reese to be Rookie of the Year. What is your thoughts on this?
Shout out Angel Reese, number 1.
I like her. You know me, she's a dog.
I love Angel Reese.
Yeah.
She made all rookie team.
Yes.
Right? So mission accomplished. The ultimate mission, obviously, getting Rookie of the Year. But all rookie team, you're one of the top rookies of this year.
Yep.
Which we already knew. But hands down, Caitlin should have got unanimous.
Yes.
Rookie of the Year.
Absolutely.
Like, in regards to, my whole thing was after that All-Star break, she found whatever she needed to find.
The game slowed down for her. She just became a problem.
She broke so many records as a rookie. She broke so many records. I don't know how many records, but she broke a lot of Indiana Fever records.
Yes.
And bro, she brought Indiana Fever, who was last year
the worst team, I believe, or one of the worst teams,
right?
For sure,
to the playoffs. That in itself,
even though they lost first round, that's still a great accomplishment.
That's a huge accomplishment.
Yes.
So the fact that she didn't get unanimous, that was just media members that probably don't hoop, don't really Or maybe they're just trying to stir up shit. You know what I mean? But if Steph could get a unanimous MVP year one year, unanimous,
The only unanimous.
right?
Yeah.
Caitlyn should have got it. But maybe, sorry to cut you off, but maybe this is their way of keeping the rivalry going. You know what I mean?
Maybe
So
they want
like
that Bird and
that
Magic
Bird and
type
Magic
of
joint,
thing.
you know?
But these are some of the things that Caitlyn done. I can't. Caitlyn. Anyways, 2020. She was 2024 NBA leader in assists per game.
Right.
Right. She was WNBA leader in 3 points made, most assists in a season in WNBA history,
Mhm.
most assists in a game in NBA history, first rookie in NBA history to record a triple-double. She did twice.
Right.
Most points by all rookie player. Most assists by a rookie all time. Most 3-pointers made by a rookie. Most assists made by a rookie in the history.
What are we talking about
So,
right now, fam?
to me,
this is crazy.
Like, I don't know how she doesn't get unanimous. Shame on you for whoever voted for Angel. Listen, we love Angel, but I just don't see how you can make an argument that she should have been Rookie of the Year. And she had a hell of a season, but that's how much more greater Caitlin Clark's performance was this year.
Right.
It was phenomenal.
Straight up.
And she shut up a lot of haters. People are gonna be angry, hating on her still, but it is what it is. She's doing her thing.
Facts.
So that it is what it is, man. So we got to move on to hip hop. Man, it's so weird. I got a comment. I believe it was yesterday, and they were talking about, what did we talk? We talked about Kendrick Lamar. What was it? It was, I forget the post, but the post was basically 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And the guy was like, "Is that all y'all talk about? Is Kendrick Lamar?"
I'm like,
and I'm like, bro, look at the last 8 posts. They're not about Kendrick Lamar, you goofy ass. Like these goofy ass weirdos that come on into our comments in our space and try to, like, listen, if you don't like our content, like, we love the people that love our content. You know, we try to be fair. We try to come on here. We try to talk about stuff and we're not biased. As much as people think we're biased, we just try to keep it 100. But guys, like, you don't want to hear about what, like, you don't want to hear, just don't tune in. You know what I mean? We hate to say that, but like, what are we doing here? Like, if we're going to talk about Kendrick Lamar, that's what we're going to do. You don't have to like the post. Like, to me, when I see people and they say some dumbass shit, like, there was a post where it said Drake was like, there's like verses of Drake that didn't age well. And it was one of the verses was when he was like, it was that what's that guy's name? Monakin or whatever it is. I forget his name.
Yeah, the tweet then Monakin or whatever. Monakin.
Yes, that dude going up on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
and Drake goes, "I'm gonna roll up with some tings." And the guy said the guy basically said, "Drake, what are you doing? You're talking about you're rolling up with 10s?" Like, kind of say that Drake is talking about 10-year-olds.
Right.
Like, why am I wasting time commenting on that? It doesn't make sense. I just was like, yo, this guy's an idiot, and just left. Like, I'm not commenting on that.
Right.
That's gonna boost your algorithm, and I'm gonna see more of your dumbass shit that I don't want to see.
Back though. It's all good, man. Like,
anyways. So, Kendrick Lamar, Grammy time is coming. He submitted what he submitted for the Grammys. Kendrick just opened his mouth. So he submitted Record of the Year, Song of the Year. Yep. What's the difference? Record of the Year, Song of the Year. What's the difference with that? I don't know. Anyways, Best Rap Performance, Best Rap Song, and Best Music Video. So he submitted all those things for Not Like Us for the 2025 Grammys. Right. What is your thoughts on this? Kendrick just opened his mouth. That aged so well.
It did. I mean, Drake didn't submit anything.
No.
Once again.
We'll go to that.
Right? But. So, I mean, this is the way how it's played out so far in regards to just everybody crowning him the winner and this track being so huge, Not Like Us, which it is, technically.
Yep, it is.
You know what I mean?
100%. It's a good song, and it's doing what it's supposed to do. It's doing the numbers, right?
So, hey, man, go perform it. Go get your awards for it. Drake said it. You know what I mean? Once Kendrick opens his mouth, Grammys are coming.
Grammys are coming.
So,
But it's so weird, right? Because my thing is like, Kendrick is supposed to be this anti, industry guy.
right.
But you're going to the Grammys.
Yeah.
Like, Grammys is getting backlash every year for giving people that they don't think that they deserve, or
Right.
people don't deserve. Like, I think Killer Mike won Album of the Year last
Yeah.
year.
Rightfully so, though. It was a good album.
Well, come on, man.
But I hear what you're saying.
Come on, bro. Come on. But again,
Yeah.
it's always been people, going at the Grammys, but
Still wanting it.
still wanting it.
Yes.
Right? So we got Kendrick, who's an anti, this thing right here,
Mm-hmm.
where he don't like this kind of stuff.
Facts.
But you're performing. You go get the Grammys. You show up every year, right? You hate the industry though.
Right.
Now you're gonna go do the Super Bowl, but you hate the industry. You hate this stuff.
Eh,
Remember, a few years ago, people were getting on their knees.
right.
Pause for Callan Kaepernick,
Yeah.
right? Did Jay-Z make it cool again? Because remember, we all understand the reason why he was kneeling, right? For police brutality,
Exactly.
right? So it doesn't. It's so contradictory. Like the way he contradicts himself so much, it's insane. You hate the industry, but let me go to the place where this is the most industry ass situation that you can be in: the Grammys and the Super Bowl.
Right. I just want to hear the man acceptance speech. You know what I'm saying?
So
That's gonna be fun.
so I laugh at it because he put that wool over a lot of people's head, and he used the industry, and he used everybody who, he used everybody so they can get at Drake, because this is what Drake was doing.
Right.
Drake, the thing is, Drake never got upset about, the industry, or he didn't have this conscious rap and where he was attacking the industry.
Right.
Right? So it's so like, bro, you're a hypocrite.
Straight.
You're shitting on the. Apparently, they said that's not a Drake diss. The last song that he had, it wasn't a Drake diss, right? It was a diss at the industry.
Right.
So why the fuck is this guy showing up to the industry,
Wanting awards.
yeah, cooning at the awards? The guy submitted the shit. What else he gonna submit?
Right.
Probably the other songs he probably submitted Meet the Grams,
Right.
Euphoria. I guarantee he submitted those too.
Yep.
But he hates the industry so much.
Right.
But here he comes, jumping all in the industry. It's just, it's funny. But we just talked about Drake. It's so funny. He doesn't perform at the Super Bowl after he got invited twice. He
Right.
turned it down.
Right.
But
Right.
he's a colonizer. He's a culture vulture. He don't know nothing about the culture.
Straight up.
Right? Turns down the Super Bowl twice. Doesn't submit anything to the Grammys ever.
Nope.
Hasn't done that in years.
Nope.
Says F the Grammys. But he's a culture vulture. He's a
Facts.
colonizer.
Facts.
Yo, Kendrick's a smart ass dude, bro.
Very, man.
The way he pulled this stunt off and had everybody fooled, he's amazing. He is
Yeah, man.
amazing, huh? But what is your thoughts, man? Do you think Drake should do some of these things? What is your thoughts of him, like pretty much boycotting the Super Bowl, boycotting the Grammys? Do you think he should do some of these things?
I mean, I think every artist, every superstar artist, yeah, they're supposed to. I think that was the format for a superstar. You got to perform at Super Bowl. You got this, that. I think he's just changing it up a bit. You know what I mean?
He's like, F the industry.
Instead of the football championship, which is the Super Bowl, which is the biggest in America,
Right.
I'm gonna do the World Cup. You know what I mean? I could see him like just doing,
Which is the biggest viewed sport in the world.
and it's a football sport as well,
Yeah.
technically. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? It's
yeah.
called football.
It's called football, yeah.
Right? So he's gonna be doing something like that, really and truly. The industry folks, there's a few guys in the industry or a few girls who know who the decision makers are that ain't rocking with Drake for whatever reasons, clearly, because they're letting all this slander go by. I still don't understand how, Not Like Us is a great track. Don't get it twisted. It's a bop.
Right.
But the content in it, man, the allegations are crazy.
They're definitely crazy.
You know what I mean? Meanwhile, you got Jaguar and Choke No Joke calling out Diddy and Jay-Z on the same shit.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day,
Jaguars, she's wild.
wild. You know what I mean? But I'm
Yeah.
just saying, those allegations, imagine if those allegations was on a Kendrick bop. Would you be hearing that 24/7? Probably not. You know what I mean?
Right.
So just a simple fact that Not Like Us is out saying the man's a pedophile and all that shit, some wild allegations like that.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't feeling it. Somebody behind the scenes is letting it slide. And yo, the boy's on I'm on to bigger, better things, man. He had a 15-year run with the industry just loving him.
Yo,
Now all of a sudden they're trying to turn their back on him.
But it's crazy though, because even with that, like this fall off needs to be studied, because the way they act like he fell off, because he's still the #1 stream artist every single freaking month. So I don't understand how he could just like, he's the #1 stream artist for September, the month of September. I keep doing this. Every month I keep coming back here.
Sometimes you just got to remind folks.
Yeah, we got to remind folks. Drake, so last year, September, Drake was the #1 stream artist on Spotify with 1.1 billion streams. We don't even know where Kendrick's at. He fell down so far down that damn list, I can't even scroll. It's over.
But
so
he gonna get a Grammy though.
He gonna get a Grammy.
Right.
Kendrick just opened his mouth.
Well, there you go.
That's just what it is, man. So it's just weird. So shout out to the boy once again, man, for again, let's see what October brings. Maybe Kendrick could, maybe he can drop some more dusty ass sneakers on his.
And they always say he's so strategic when anytime he drops, Drake's birthday's coming up.
Oh yeah, so maybe he might drop on Drake's birthday. Yeah, and then he might have Weinstein in the video, and it's supposed to be
and everybody's gonna be like, yo, he's triple so entendre. Strategic.
He's so diabolical and. But they call us the Glazers because that's the technical word when you're just a fan of something. You're a Glazer. Anyways, last night, epic party.
Wow.
Drake was there, and he actually said some things on stage.
Shout out T-Rex.
We gotta shout out T-Rex. We gotta shout out Gucci. We gotta shout out my boy Brock. We gotta shout out John Carlo.
Yes.
Tyson, Kendall, Molly.
Yes.
We gotta shout out the whole Team Koi, man.
Nostalgia, tribute, just the party scene. At least once or twice a year.
Right.
For damn near a decade now.
Yeah. Oh, this party's been going for 18 years.
2 decades almost.
Yep.
Just those brothers right there providing a staple. A pillared/staple in the party scene in the 6. They've been doing it. You know what I mean? Yep. So salute, my brothers.
We gotta shout out to those guys, man. They do a phenomenal job. I've been going to Nostalgia for many, many years, and I've never seen. I can't remember an incident where a bouncer got his head bust off or something. I can't recall. Nothing. Like Woody said, I can't recall. Right? Like I haven't seen much at this party, but nothing but vibes. And I think this is why people continue to keep returning.
Yes.
Because they know it's a safe space. They know that the music's gonna be wonderful.
Yes.
Great party, DJing, or all that good stuff.
And then the T-Rex.
And then T-Rex
the
on the
boy
mic.
Clash.
This new thing that they've been doing the last couple of years, that was, they did it last year, they did it this year again.
Yeah.
Where they have this thing on where they were doing the sound clash, and because people know that it's such a great time and it's such a great vibe, people show up.
Bottom line.
Right? So we gotta salute those guys. Shout out to Team Koi, shout out Rex, Gucci, Brock, John Carlo, Tyson, Kendall, Nostalgia, man. Great event. Yo. It's the one party that's been going on for some time now.
Consistently.
That people still want to attend to have a great time.
Back.
So we got to salute those guys.
You got the shades on.
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Listen, man. Listen, man. Oh, man. But yeah, it's all good, man.
Mm-hmm. But so you were there, man. You were at Nostalgia last night, B.
Yes.
Or early this morning. However you want to call it.
I was there.
You know what I mean? How was the vibe, man?
It was a great vibe, man. Obviously the boy was there. They're doing their thing. They're literally just going back and forth, sound clashing, which is just a great element.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Just to see those two guys interact, like this is a real friendship. To be able to get Drake to perform like this, like Drake, when he does his tours, is like 3.4 million, like he's made on the Blur tour. So for him to come out here and perform this way, I know he's not doing his songs, but to be able to be on the mic and just MC and kind of host a party,
trust me,
like that, man. That's not cheap.
It slaps differently.
It's not. That's not cheap.
Not at
you
all.
know what I mean? And for him to bring out Mario to come out and sing which the ladies love. Mario's he's a legend himself.
He's a legend himself
to be able
man.
to come out and sing. So the way it happened was they go song for song, old school song, and then the crowd would be like, okay, whatever, who won, right?
Right.
So obviously Drake brought out Mario to come perform.
That done the place up.
Nobody knew what was going on.
Right.
Obviously there's a stage, and then Mario jumps from behind the stage, and he comes and starts singing, You Should Love Me. And that's a song that just continues to keep slapping, and
timeless
record, right?
Yes.
So it was a hell of a vibe, man. It was a hell of a vibe. I didn't get home till about 6:00. Up early recording. The shit don't stop. We grinding just for
baby,
you guys.
all day.
It don't matter. The show must go on. It doesn't matter. I got my shades, my Celine shades on.
There you go.
Shout out Celine.
There you go.
Shout out Nico, man. See Nico last night, man. Shout out Nico.
Yeah.
Listen, Nico, guys, man. The shit looks good on camera, man. Send us some merch, man, so we can rock it, man, for you guys every single week, man. Shout out Scarborough Shooting Stars, man. Shout out Nico. Shout out Sam.
Yes.
Home team, man.
Home team.
Yeah, good vibes last night. Shout out to the boys again for nostalgia, man. Wonderful party.
Hey,
see you guys next year.
The boy went on stage and he had a little message.
Yes.
About friendship, man.
Yep.
I think that kind of stood out.
Oh yeah.
It's
already going all over the blogs. Everybody picked it up.
Yeah. You were right there. You were on stage.
Yeah,
you were right there.
I believe that was a shot. I think that was a shot. And listen, ain't nobody telling me, nobody's saying, oh, Iggy got it from. This is my own personal feeling. I think it was a shot.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was a shot towards Kendrick. Him and Kendrick were once friends.
Yes.
He helped Kendrick earlier in his career, brought him on tour. He was performing in front of a few hundred or a few thousand.
Right.
They're performing in front of 15, 20,000 after.
Right.
And that propelled his career. I'm not saying it made his career, but it definitely boosted it up some. And the way he just turned his back on him. And I think this is a shot not only to Kendrick, but LeBron. And
everybody he unfollowed.
Yeah, because Drake went on unfollow spree.
Yeah.
And you got the DeMar DeRozans where he we embraced the DeMar.
Facts.
Right? We embraced him. This young kid, 19 years old from Compton, California, and he grew up here.
Yeah.
He became a man in Toronto. And Drake embraced him and showed him love and supported him. And we never heard nothing about Kendrick, and we ain't know nothing about all this other stuff, right? So I think this was a shot at just the whole industry and all the people that he felt were probably his friends. The YGs, the Playboy Cardis, the DeMar DeRozans, all those guys. And I think this was a shot. This was a message to them. Fake friends and all this that other stuff that he was saying in it, man. For sure. I was there. I saw it. For sure. For sure. Yeah, I saw it. I was there.
It was great. It was great to hear, especially hearing from you being there, right there.
I was right there.
Exactly.
I was right here. Boy was right there.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And I think it had to be said. Kind of brought back for me, the 50 in the game. 50 kind of putting on the game, even though the game was Dr. Dre's artist.
50.
Nobody really knew about the game, even though he was a phenomenal talent. Nobody really knew about him. 50 did the favor for Dre and put him on G Unit, and collabed with a couple tracks, and that just boosted the career. You feel me? Yeah, so it's just like then for Game to turn his back on 50, kind of history kind of repeating itself. And seeing the boy, bumping that Many Men when he was on stage. That was kind of dope. You know what I mean? To me, that was another sub, but that's just me as a 50 fan.
100%. Listen, that boy's smart, man. The boy's smart. He's very strategic the way he does things. So, everything is calculated.
Right.
Everything is calculated. And definitely he uses certain platforms and certain things to get that message across to people.
Bottom line.
Like, I see you.
Bottom
you played with me before. I'll never let it happen again.
Right.
And I think this was a message. The way he unfollowed everybody. More unfollows are coming soon.
Straight up.
Coming soon. So
we'll see.
But it is what it is, man. So yes, sir. That's it, man. You got any
Hey, man.
Got any shout outs?
I wanted to shout out Locked In Sports, man.
Yes, sir.
I'm part of that team now, part of the family. Shout out Rico, shout out Denham Brown, Stevie Morrison, you know what I mean? Joey Don. Those are the four horsemen right there that's really putting it together. And they brought me on board to for my son's journey, obviously, but there's a bunch of kids in that 2030 class from the Jane and Finch community that could hoop, that never really got that that coaching and development. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So this is damn near like a 5-6 year plan. We wanna help develop these kids throughout high school, prep school,
Right.
and try and help them secure that scholarship.
I commend it, man.
You know what I mean?
I commend anybody who's doing that for these young kids. They need it, man.
Straight up, man.
They need
And yeah, now I'm back to coaching youth.
Yes.
It's a dope feeling.
I know that's one of your passions, brother.
Yeah, man.
So,
Now that we can't hoop the way we used to.
right.
You know what I mean? I find this coaching in general is like therapy for me. I'm still
Yes.
between the lines.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? Now on the other side of coaching, just finding new plays and finding plays that can kind of complement the players that you have.
Right.
So it's a nice puzzle. It's a puzzle, and I'm enjoying it, man. So
That's
yeah,
good, man. I love
yeah,
it.
man.
I
Shout
love
out
it.
Locked In Sports, man. Thanks for the opportunity, man.
Yes, sir. Let's get it.
And yo, man, that's about it, man. Just continue to follow, man. That's all I gotta say, man. Just continue to follow us. Subscribe on all the social media platforms.
Yes.
Hit that notification button, man, and keep supporting. The positive feedback is dope. The negative feedback is dope, man. This one dude on IG keeps coming in the Control Alt Delete.
Yeah,
Keeps
that's
posting
crazy.
in the IG DMs. I think he's on day 7.
Day 7.
Hoping that we drink some foul water and
Yeah, he said
he's on.
he said he's gonna say F you every single day. He's on day 7 now.
Day 7.
The Kendrick fans are out of this world.
Yo, we can't make this up, baby.
Yeah.
But keep supporting anyways,
Yes.
man. Shout out Title League, baby. Emoji fingers, distant cousins all day, every day. It's all love over here. Family all day.
Let's
And
get
yo, we out.
Let's go.
Let's get it.